Growing up, my mother sang lullabies to my brother and I each night. These lullabies started my love for singing. Singing has become such a major part of my life, and whether it be singing in the car or singing on stage, music's impact on my life cannot be understated. I've been singing for over 15 years and have experienced firsthand the benefits of singing. Today, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can start your journey in singing, from how to create your voice to singing properly, and then the benefits of it all. So I'm really excited to take you on this journey that is singing. Have you ever wondered how we sing and where the noise comes from? The definition of singing is the activity of performing songs or tunes by making musical sound with the voice. So according to the Voice Foundation, the process of voice includes 3 steps. First, a column of air pressure is moved towards your vocal cords. Second, air moves out of the lungs and towards the vocal folds by action of the diaphragm, abdominal muscles, and chest muscles, and then the rib cage. Third, the vocal fold vibration has a sequence of vibratory cycles. So then finally, a new cycle repeats and the rapid muscles are created by repeated vibratory cycles produce a buzzy sound, which is then amplified and modified by the vocal tract resonators, producing voice as we know it. So this is where phonation comes into play. Phonation is the process by which energy from the lungs, in the form of air pressure, is converted into audible vibrations. The vocal folds give a singer a wide range of vocal control over the pitch and the sound that's produced. My vocal coach at Texas State University always told her students to drop their larynx so that you would have a full and open sound when singing. The muscles of the larynx change the elasticity and the tension of the vocal folds to determine the pitch of the sound. So to achieve this drop, what you're going to do is that you're going to drop your jaw like this. And once you feel that tightness right underneath your chin right here, that's when you know you've achieved dropping your larynx. So now that we've got some basic understanding of how our voice works, we need to understand how to use it properly without damaging our body. Believe it or not, there actually is a right and a wrong way to sing. My mother always nagged at me growing up that I needed to stand up straight, and I stupidly ignored her, thinking, when am I ever going to need to use this in my life? Fast forward to my first ever choir class, and the number one rule is that the teacher has for everyone to stand up straight with our feet shoulder length apart, knees bent, and our shoulders down and relaxed. Little did I know that this was just the beginning of how to properly sing. The second most important part of singing is breathing. According to vocaltips.net, we need to take deeper breaths in order to sustain our sound loud and clear for our listening audience. So breathing in from the stomach rather than the chest is going to allow you to take in more air and belt a note for an even longer period of time. Vocaltips.net also says that if you increase your lung capacity and vocal control, you must tighten what they call a drum. To do this, you must expand your rib cage by flexing the muscles that pull your ribs in and out. Another tip that vocaltips.net shares is to flex your facial muscles, and you can do simple face exercises by yawning, puckering your lips, raising your eyebrows, and stretching your jaw every day. So finally, with all of these steps that I've shared, you're ready to understand why singing will benefit your overall health. So there's actually quite a few benefits to singing, but these are some of the most prominent in a musician's life. So Clifton Hancock's conducted a preliminary study based on self-reported data from a survey of students participating in choral singing in their article. The perceived benefits of singing. Then they found that multiple benefits, including increased lung capacity, improved mood, stress reduction, as well as perceived social and spiritual benefits. A large majority of respondents agreed that they had had benefits socially, which was 87%, and emotionally, which was 75%, and 58% agreeing that they had benefited in some physical way, and 49% spiritually. So then Kreutz and Grunter and fellow associates found that in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine, that one study found that both singing and listening to choral music reduces the level of stress hormones that increases immune function. So individual music preferences and context factors appear to be the most important in mediating these effects. So a personal story from Edo Bonnock states, quote unquote, we visited 2 patients at an inpatient unit. Mrs. A requested Johnny Cash songs initially, and I sang along to I Walk the Line and a few others. We then learned from Mrs. A's nephew that she led a church chorus for 50 years. The song shifted to spirituals, and as the guitar strummed, Miss A confided that she was ready to go, ready to relieve her illness from her family. So as you can see, this story is very special because this woman has had this illness that she needs to tell her family about, and she's ready. The music has pulled that heart out of her, and she's ready to tell her family that it's time. So as you can see, singing has such an important role in our lives, and if more people took the time out of their day to enjoy it, I would have to see the same beauty in the world as they would. So each one of these statements I've shared with you today, from learning how your voice is produced to knowing the benefits, will have a significant impact in your life if you take the time and dedication to let your voice be heard. Singing is such an amazing experience, and I really encourage each and every one of you to sing at least once a day. Who knows, maybe you'll inspire somebody else to join on in.